Yay Networks.
You're listening to the Chatty Daddies podcast.
Welcome to the Chatty Daddies. I'm Nick.
I'm JC.
And Trey is not here because unfortunately it's that time of year and there's just some sickness going on in the Peart household.
Unfortunately, the homie Hudson got the COVID.
He got something. But I mean, there's so much happening right now.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many of my kids' friends and teachers have been out this past month because there's flu A, flu B, there's strep, there's COVID. There's so much happening right now that everyone's getting taken down.
Well, in our area, I was seeing on the news that our area is the most affected by the flu, which sucks. And
Yay.
we fell victim to it at the Casa de Chavez because my son has the flu right now. But here's the thing about when you're a parent. When you're a parent of little kids like Nick and Trey are, when your kids get sick, you will, at least you or mama, one of you will absolutely 100% get sick.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Absolutely.
When your kids get older, like my kids are, my son is now in 7th grade and my daughter is in 5th grade. Now we get to the stage of, if my daughter's sick, Kinsey and I might get sick because I still cuddle with my little girl. But my son is at the age where he gets home from school, likes to go to his room, and he's at the I keep to myself type stage.
Yeah.
And so we tend to not get sick anymore when Cason gets sick from middle school stuff. But his whole basketball team got it, I hear. Or at least a few kids from his basketball team.
Is basketball season almost over?
It just ended.
Yeah.
Actually, Monday was their, they won one playoff game. They played another one on Monday, this past Monday. And they ended up losing that one. But they were all playing just, not all of them, but Cason in particular, lethargic, slow. The next day, he's like, I can't move. I don't feel good. He had the flu.
Yeah.
And then it just, one by one, hey, you see it on Fortnite. They're like, why is that kid on? Oh, he's home from school.
Yeah, why is he on it?
So they just kind of fell off one by one. You know, that I think that some of them might have been sick before that, and it just got passed around. So that's where we're at in our world.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. But it's just that time. But you know what? I do have a big announcement, JC.
What?
And I wish Trey was here. He's just going to have to listen
to the podcast
and find out.
Okay.
Because I have questions that I was going to bounce off of him as well. But do I look different? Do I look different?
Do you look different?
Haven't seen you in like a week or two.
You got your boot off.
Yeah, I did hurt my leg skiing. No, that's
It's not the boot.
No.
Your face looks the same.
Yeah.
You still got blue eyes.
No Botox.
No Botox.
JC, I am the last chatty daddy to get a vasectomy.
You do look lighter.
I am freshly neutered.
How was it?
You know,
Freshly? Like when?
It's been like a week and a half.
Okay, a
2
week.
weeks. It's been like 2 weeks.
Okay.
It was fine. I mean, everything, for the most part, it was okay. I mean, it's still after 2 weeks, every now and then, you know, if I've been walking a lot or something, it's like,
have you gotten
got a little something going on down there that I need to adjust.
Have you gotten the phantom? It's almost like when your boys flick you back in middle school. The phantom hit.
It kind of feels like I'm constantly walking around after I've just been flicked or tapped.
Yeah.
And
for the ladies listening, boys, for some reason, when we were in elementary to perhaps high school
or now,
for some reason, we would flick each other in our nether region.
Yeah, and you would think that just a little light flick wouldn't hurt, but almost the lighter flick hurt worse than just like getting hit in the nuts with a basketball.
It could take out a 380-pound man, no problem.
Yeah.
And why do we do this? I don't know. I am proud to say that I have never been a flicker.
Okay, that's good.
I've been the victim of flicking quite a few times.
And you know, some people get really good at it because you're just walking by and you nonchalantly kind of flick like a backhand but up to the side at someone.
It's like a snap.
You can't let them see it coming. So you're just standing next to them or a drive-by, just boop.
So that's what we feel after a vasectomy, and it's phantom. It just shows up randomly like, ooh.
And really, the first 2 or 3 days after, when you're just relaxing on the couch with lots of ice, it wasn't awful. It wasn't terrible. It was after I stopped icing a whole lot. And it was, so after, you know, hey, let's be graphic, right? So after the procedure, lots of ice, man, those bad boys were just
You just want to wear a Speedo all day, huh?
You need so much support.
Yeah.
But I mean, they were very, there wasn't a lot hanging down. I mean, they'd just been through a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
It was very cold. I got ice. So they were they were being held up tight.
They were taut.
But then once they kind of started relaxing and descending in, that's when it really started hurting more.
I think that's because our tubes are starting to
they're just stretching back down to normal.
And it hurts.
It does. So I got to ask, and I wanted to ask Trey this, after you get numbed up, I got some shots and I got numbed up during the procedure. Was anything painful during the procedure for you?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. I'm glad we get to talk about this because I think vasectomy talk is so fun. And I think it's interesting for those that are maybe thinking about it. And I think even women, when we talked about it at parties after I got mine done, they were listening intently.
Very curious.
Very curious. My biggest thing when I got my vasectomy was that I walked into the room after another gentleman had gotten his done.
The table was still warm.
It wasn't so much the table. I wanted the table to be warm because I don't want it to be cold in there and sterile. I want it to be warm and welcoming. But I could smell.
Like
the burnt
skin. They got to solder or cauterize different things.
That made me feel scared.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the smell of burning skin. I don't think that's a natural thing to smell as a human. So that I wasn't really a big fan of. My nurse was a male. I really appreciated that because I feel like I don't know if he's gotten one, but I felt like he felt my pain.
Sure.
And so he was very talkative and nice with me and gentle. And when he gave me my numbing, the only thing I felt was the pinch. And after that, we let them bad boys sit there and, marinate.
Yeah.
So that they would be full numb.
Yeah.
Doctor comes in, slices me as he's talking to me and Kinsey. Normal conversation. Told me I would feel a little bit of pressure. Maybe a little bit of pain.
Yeah.
Like a flick pain. He did that. Cauterized it. Felt the burn. Smelled the burn. Then he said, we're going to do the other one. I said, I forgot I got 2 tubes. Cool, let's go ahead.
Yeah.
And we did that. The only thing I felt was pressure.
Yeah.
But not pain. You felt pain?
So my urologist that I went and saw, he was saying that he does his slightly differently. A lot of folks, they have kind of 2 entry points, just one on each side, right? Because you're cutting up, the main highway from each testicle, right? So,
the north and southbound lanes.
So you had like 2 entrance points.
Okay.
Right? Like one on each side? Do you even remember?
I don't remember. Kinsey could tell you.
Yeah.
In my head, I just got a little slice, and it opened.
Okay. So,
and he just pulled it out with a tool.
Yeah, my guy, he says, what I do is he just does like one little incision like right in the middle.
Right.
And then kind of works.
In.
Yeah, kind of uses his tools to go in and stuff.
Because the stitches looked weird for what I expected.
Yeah. So I just have like one entry point. I don't know how other guys are. And so he did one. He said, okay, first one's over. And I really barely felt anything.
Was Blair with you?
She was just in the waiting room.
She didn't go in there.
She didn't go in. Our kid had forgotten a lunchbox in our car, and so like she had to go back to the school.
Oh,
and
she
so by the
missed
time
out.
she came, yeah,
she wanted to see it.
But
though.
I'm kind of glad.
Okay,
because first one fine, little pressure. The second one, he goes, okay, I'm going to move on to the second one, and I don't exactly know what he's doing, but it was whenever he was dragging whatever tube kind of over. It hurt so bad.
You felt it?
I don't know if I just didn't.
Did you cry?
Have the numbing. I don't think I cried, but I was in pain, and I was like making noises, breathing hard, like eyes clenched. Man, I was like, like vocally, I think I was getting kind of loud.
Did the doctor not say you can feel that?
Yeah, well, he knew, and he was trying to talk me through it. He's like, okay, I'm almost done. I got to do this. I got to do that. And at one point, which I had to laugh, he said, could you put your bottom back down on the table? I guess like
you were humping there.
I guess I was perched up, like my butt had left the table.
Oh no, Nick! I didn't have that at all.
Yeah, and it was very painful. And he said, okay, sometimes this can happen. He says, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It just sort of depends on the nerves and stuff.
I'd rather it not happen.
And yeah, and so I don't know if just it wasn't numbed. I don't know, but after he did something, I calmed down. And afterwards, I asked him. I said, how long did that part where I was in pain last. In my mind, it could have been 2 minutes. Like, I have no idea. He said it was probably about 15 seconds.
Shut up.
I swear.
I hate when that happens.
I mean,
it feels forever.
If you had told me it was 5 minutes, I would have believed you. If you told me 15 seconds, there's no way I believe that. But he said it was about 15 seconds. And then he said it took you maybe another 30, 45 seconds to kind of catch your breath and calm down. But
did you look down at all?
No. I was
refuse.
perched back. Yeah, I was perched up. I going in, I didn't really think about a lot, like how it would necessarily go. But the nurse, she pulled out some stirrups, and I was like, oh yeah, duh. Of course, that's what we do. And she got me all ready to go.
Oh, you had a girl nurse?
Yeah, I did. It was a lady. And then the doctor came in, and he goes, what'd you do to make the nurse mad? I was like, what?
Oh, no. He's playing with you, I hope.
Think so. Well, he just said, well, she put you in a really weird position. Like, I guess I wasn't positioned right. I don't know. Like, on the table, I don't know.
Doctors are so weird sometimes because now you're thinking too much about things.
Yeah, and this doctor, he's like super muscly and tan and stuff. And so I know, like, he can just rip me to shreds just because he's so strong and muscly.
Right.
But overall, it was fine. But yeah,
Okay.
still just working on those phantoms. Like, if I take a step, like, oh, I did have to go buy a jock strap, which I've never. I don't know the last time I wore a jock strap.
I just wore
because
boxer briefs.
Well, yes, I thought mine were tight enough because I wear like compression type boxer briefs, but I guess they just weren't supportive enough. And man, I got that, and it did feel way better.
The doctor did offer me to see. He's like, "Do you want to look?" And I could just feel the pressure. I was like, "Just cut." Mm-mm. And I remember Kinsey going like, "Wow, it really does look like a spaghetti noodle or something like pasta." And he goes, "Yeah, doesn't it?" And then he snipped it. And he goes, "Do you want to cauterize it?" And Kinsey said, "No."
No, I'm not going to touch
that. And
that.
He sewed me up.
But yeah. I mean, interesting experience. Great. So
10 out of 10.
We're dealing with. But I will say, I did hurt my leg skiing a few weeks before this procedure happened. It was already scheduled on the books. And so it was an easy thing to tell my kids, like, oh, my leg still hurts. I can't run around, or I can't carry you up the stairs, or whatever it is, because my leg still hurts.
Wow. So since our podcast has started, we went from possibly being the most fertile male hosted podcast to the most infertile.
Right. Well, when we started, Trey didn't have Quaid yet. Quaid
was
on
showing.
the way.
He was showing.
And so we now have 2 more kids, and then we've all been snipped.
Oh, wow. What a milestone on this podcast. We can no longer bring life into this world.
I mean, I still can. I'm still, I think, fertile. It's just I got to wait a few months before I'm like, I got to go get tested and all that.
Oh, by the way, the first time you pee, very scary.
Yeah.
But the first time you got to make sure the equipment's working, even scarier.
You're just like, I got to be very delicate here.
I was picturing myself exploding. Like, just my body just would explode. That's what I was picturing in my head. But it's all good if you're about there, if you're getting ready to get a vasectomy or you're thinking about it, it's going to be fine.
And I mean, hey, look, if you are family planning and you're thinking about, okay, what are ways that we can pretty much definitely make sure that this isn't going to happen again, this is a procedure the men can get. And the procedure a woman can get is far more invasive, a lot of recovery.
Yeah.
This is definitely the best option for men to do.
The least we could do in our relationship, after our wives have given birth and what they have to deal with every month, because it's something that comes monthly. Yeah. The least we could do is just get our little tubes cut.
Get that. You have a weekend where you're not feeling too hot.
Yeah.
And then a couple weeks of just kind of, taking it easy, and you'll be fine.
We didn't have to give birth. We didn't have to have C-sections. We just sat there and helped them breathe and changed diapers after the baby was born. This is the least we could do. So, I've been dealing with you're dealing with your vasectomy, Nick.
Yeah.
This is the most dad thing I think I've ever dealt with. I'm dealing with what's that? I can't even talk anymore because I've been kind of sick. What is the name of it?
Is it a show?
No, it's what I'm dealing with I'm dizzy all the time.
Vertigo?
Oh, thank you, Nick. Even Nick has to help me. I'm so dizzy now. I'm dealing with vertigo.
We have a chair. You stand up this whole time. You can sit down.
No, because right now it's good.
Oh, okay.
Because sitting does help, but laying down in a dark room is the best thing, and it comes in waves. But feeling like I have just gotten off a boat sometimes when it kicks in randomly has been weird. And the most research I've done keeps bringing me back to it. It might have something to do with my ears.
Yeah, maybe try and go get them professionally cleaned. And just maybe you got some liquid in one ear and it's just throwing your equilibrium off.
And the doctor was really cool about it. He's like, it seems mild symptoms right now. Some people have it way worse than you do. And I was given some exercises to do when it starts kicking in. And basically, I lay down and just kind of have to sit up straight and move my head to the sides and all that. So I have little exercises to do. But I have never dealt with vertigo. And I do recall hearing people talk about it.
Yep.
And in my head thinking, that sounds dumb.
Yeah, like
no
there's no way.
There's something. No, it is an absolute real thing, man. It is wild to feel this way. Just randomly I'm falling. Oh, I'm dizzy.
I wonder if there's medication that you can have for vertigo.
I've been told Sudafed might be able to help. There are some things you could take, but it's been a little bit of a wild ride in the last week.
You did just do some traveling.
Yeah.
Like you went to Florida with the morning show. So I wonder if something in your travels, something on the airplane, just kind of
stuck something in my ear.
It just kind of rattled you, loosened something up that you didn't know.
Yeah. But man, I will take whatever. I don't know how long vertigo lasts. Some people have said it could last a couple days. Some people will last months. I hope it's not that long. But I am willing to do anything to go back to feeling normal again.
Have you fallen over?
Actually, on when we're doing the radio show, we were starting it, and it's been mostly at night when I feel like when it gets pretty intense, nighttime. Mornings, I just kind of feel that there's this nausea that's just there at all times. Like when you went drinking in college and you would close your eyes, and then the room would start spinning. It's like that, but with your eyes open.
Right.
At least for me, that's what it feels like. I was sitting down. We were getting ready to start the radio show. And I went to stand up, and I stood in my spot where I'm at right now, and I just felt like my right side was collapsed. I was like, whoa. And I went over to the right side, and Big Al, who's on the show with us, was like, are you okay? And I was like, I don't know. Whoa. And I was just I was leaning on the desk, and I just couldn't gather myself. I had to sit down, and I don't like sitting down.
No.
So that's the only time it's hit while at work heavy. And then it leveled out a little bit, but it just has been there ever since. It's just been, whoa.
That's scary.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
A little weird situation. I did see this story, though. Speaking of kids, since we are a parenting podcast, my kid is in middle school right now, and I've been trying to search for things that could make middle school easier, because for Cason, it's been rough. As
far as socially or educationally?
Educationally, he's doing okay. He's doing fine. He gets good grades. Homework is done on time. He does fine with projects. Teachers seem to like him. The main issue has been just other kids. There's you get to the point where, like, in elementary school, it feels like everybody likes each other, and like, yeah, there's some kids that don't get along. You get to middle school, and he's had to learn that kids are not going to like you, and they're not going to have a reason for it.
Sure,
they just won't like you.
Are some of these kids he may not be seeing eye to eye with, are they from different schools and now it's their first year in this new school?
No, the main problem, the kid that he's had the main problem with, the kid that's made his life hell, the one that did the picture thing that we almost had to get the police involved, he went to elementary school with him. They didn't really have class, and they actually were friendly for a little while. They hung out quite a bit, and it just switched. Just the kid one day just started being mean to Cason. And I don't know if I may have mentioned this on the podcast. I feel at fault at times, because I have told Cason, if you ever see a kid being a bully or doing something wrong to others, I want you to be the kid that speaks up, regardless. I don't want you to inject yourself into everything. But if you're witnessing something and you don't think it's right, I think you should be the one that speaks up. And it happened when I remember the day this happened, he was playing video games, and I can hear what the kids are saying. And one kid in particular was just being rude. And this is the kid being rude and saying some really mean things. And I had already seen what this kid writes in group text and like the language he used. And so I already had what I thought of this kid. But my son plays with him and hangs out with him, so I stay out of it until I heard this. And I just remember walking by and going, he muted the mic, and I go, Cason, is he like, what's going on? And he goes, I don't know. He's just being mean lately to a lot of the kids. And I was like, well, stand up for that kid. The kid was getting made fun of really bad. I felt bad. So Cason unmuted, and he said, hey, man, why are you rude to everybody lately? Why are you doing? And what he said was fine, I thought. And that's the next days when things just started going down. He came home and said, hey, he started saying things about me at school that are not true. He started doing this. That moment, I think, is what made this kid not like Cason. Yeah. That he stood up to him on a video game. Yeah. To say, stop bullying. And that's when it started. And when I talked to the parents, the mom even told me, yeah, my son just doesn't like your son, finds him extremely annoying. She said that to me. I said, that's wild. Okay, let's keep them apart. It's been an issue ever since. But now Cason's gotten to the point where we watch movies, and what do they talk about in a lot of these teen comedies? Popularity.
Sure.
And I found this really cool. It was a reel, and this lady was speaking about popular kids at school. And this is the science that I think a lot of parents and a lot of kids are trying to crack. What is the popular kid? And so they did a study, and I'm paraphrasing what I heard here, and maybe this could help a lot of parents. But they did a study where they put a lot of kids in a room, and some were popular at their school, some were not. And then they asked people, hey, what do you think makes this kid popular? And the answers ranged from maybe it was their looks, it was their athletes, they're better at athletics than other kids. Maybe they are intelligent, they're super smart. All the answers varied. There was not a one answer thing. Until they realized that the research found that the kids that were most popular in most schools were the kids that were the friendliest.
Okay.
It had nothing to do with your athletic prowess or your intelligence or how much money your family had or didn't have. It was friendliness. The kids that appeared to be happy and always smiling, the kids that were constantly walking down the halls and creating a moment with other students, just like, hey, Nick, hey, Trey, hey, John, hey, Stacy. The kid that was walking around the hallway saying hello to other kids and creating moments were the kids that ended up being the popular kids. It wasn't the mean kids. It wasn't because a lot of the movies show the mean kids to be the bully,
right?
The popular
jock,
kids, the jocks. And it's not. And then I went back and tried to think about my high school days. Who was the most, in my opinion, the most popular kid in school or in my grade? And in my opinion, it was this kid named Tony Nguyen. And that is absolutely the trait this kid had. Tony Nguyen, I couldn't tell you of a single person that didn't like him.
Right.
Not one. Never heard anyone say, that guy's a dork, or that guy's this, that guy's... All I ever heard was nice things about Tony. He was, again, always smiling. The kid that would always walk down the hallway and you think you were best friends with him because he would greet you every day. I remember this kid had a nickname for everyone. Mine was Jose Mose. Hey, what's up, Jose Mose? He ended up getting class clown in our class, our senior year, and the yearbook and all that stuff because he was just always fun.
Yeah.
And that in my head, when I go back, I'm like, who's the most? He didn't win like prom king or homecoming king or anything like that. I don't think those are the most popular. I think that's just a voting thing. But in my head, who is the kid everyone knew? Teachers, students, underclassmen. It was him.
See, when you're talking, I'm jotting through the people in my grade or in my school. I was like, who is that? And I think you're right. It's the person that, like, I don't think the starting quarterback on our football team was the most popular guy. No. It was the guy his name's Trey. I think it's the guy who's friends with all the different groups. Yeah. You're not just friends with one group.
Everybody.
You're friends with the choir kids. You're friends with the jocks. You're friends with the band kids. You're friends with the theater kids. You're friends with the art club. Those are the popular people.
And more importantly, they are never the ones making anybody else the brunt of the joke.
And no drama.
And there's never
the popular kid, I don't think, is caught up in tons of drama or instigating things.
And on the girls' side, I mentioned a guy, so I'll go to the girls' side. My best friend ended up marrying the most popular girl in my school. Mm-hmm. Now, my boy Frank was the runt. He was short. He was always a shorter kid, and she used to date actually one of my football teammates. She was the same thing.
Yeah.
Always in a good mood, always smiling. I couldn't tell you a day that went by that I did not see Laurel Darcy in the hallway not smiling and not saying hi to people. Never heard any girl say anything mean about that girl. But I heard a girl saying mean things about all the other ones, but not Laurel Darcy. Mm-hmm. So you never heard anything mean about those two kids that I went to school with that I deemed to be the most popular in each sex. Because they were just so friendly.
Yeah.
So that I say this because I've been trying to teach that to my son. Because he will infiltrate himself into some dramas from time to time. Or I will hear him say something negative. And I keep telling him, I need you to just be friendly to everybody. And just be just like everyone. Just everyone. That's the one piece of advice that I tell parents. Start putting that into your kid's head from the moment they go to kindergarten.
And that's so hard.
It is
because
hard.
Right now, I can remember being back there and you think it's just this constant competition and you're always just treading water all the time to stay afloat. But yeah, it really can, us as parents can look back and say it's as simple as just being nice to everybody. Like that's really all it is. And it's easy for us to say, well, if they say something mean, just let it roll off your back and whatever. If you know it's not true, it's not true. If
exactly.
Your best friends are going to know it's not true, then it's a rumor for a week and then it goes away.
Yeah.
But that's so hard.
It is so freaking hard
to take that in and take that to heart.
So being able to, again, just make it their mission every day when they go to school. Hey, say hi to at least 10 kids in your school by name and create those moments. That's what I'm going to be telling Chloe to do when she goes. She's going off to middle school. She just did her tour, and I'm learning through my oldest, through Cason. I didn't tell Cason to go to school and say hi to everybody. He was scared to death. It was middle school. There's 8th graders there. There's guys with mustaches now. So I didn't tell him to do that. I wish I would have. I wish I would have just told him, like, when you see an 8th grader, hey, what's up? What's your name? Blah, blah, blah. I'm Cason. I'm in 6th grade. Good to meet you.
Yeah.
I wish I would have told him to do that. And I wish I would have had that been said to me.
I have to do that too. Tell my kids, say hey to 5 people today with their name.
So I'm going to tell Chloe when she goes to middle school, go say hi to kids your age, 5 to 10, by name. And I want you to learn 5 names from a 7th or 8th grader.
Sure.
And just introduce yourself.
It's a good goal.
That's what I'm hoping for. But that opened my eyes, just hearing that. It made me feel happier to know that the people that are getting the most recognition are the friendliest, the nicest. Yeah. That's what we need in the world.
And that's a very hard lesson. Like we've been saying, like that's so hard to do.
It is.
But if you do it, I think the fruits of your labor will pay off.
It can absolutely be done. So we left you with a little bit of good right there.
Yeah.
Let's create good humans.
That's right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll have to check in with Trey. Hopefully next time he's back and there's no more sickness in the Peart household.
Yeah, I think he'll be back next week.
So have a lot of vitamin C to everyone in the Peart household and everyone else listening, and hopefully that'll not let you get sick.
Yeah, stay away from the flu if you can.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm Nick.
I'm JC.
And don't forget,
stand up straight.
The Chatty Daddies Podcast.